some money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the Okay, Nathan Tanner here. Welcome back to the second video. In the first one that I did, we talked about avoiding the comparison trap and the antidote to getting caught in that comparison trap. For this one, we're going to be talking about an equally important topic, but one that people don't totally love talking about, and that is networking. So what came to mind when I brought up networking? If you're like many other people, you think of networking as kind of this like icky word, and you go to a cocktail party or an event or a conference of some sort, and there you are networking and collecting business cards, and there's some guy who's glad handing and patting you on the back. And for many people, this is not a particularly pleasant experience. But we all know that networking is really, really important, especially for job seekers. And I know it's a really tough time in the economy right now. There are many people who are out of work, looking for jobs, or may not be in a job that they particularly love. Networking is especially important for these folks because 70% of jobs are found through networking. Think about that, 70% of them. Now, of course, you can get online and you can apply, and that works sometimes, but networking becomes absolutely essential to finding a job. And some of the best networking advice that I've seen comes none other than from Pitbull, from Mr. Worldwide. And in his song, he says, ask for money, get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. So what does that mean? So if we're asking for money, or if we approach people directly and ask for a job, we'll likely get advice. Our company may not be hiring, or it's a busy time. That's a common response when you're reaching out to people, especially if they don't actually know you or they haven't met you yet. Where if you take the other approach of asking for advice and seeking out people and say, hey, I'd like to learn more about your career or your company, then as Pitbull says, get money twice, meaning the opportunities will come up. And this isn't applicable only to those who are job seeking. Seeking advice becomes really, really critical. And it's a topic that I actually talked about quite a bit in my book, is the topic of informational interviews, something that I've really come to appreciate and understand the importance of. So I'll go ahead and read just a quick portion from the book here. So first of all, what is an informational interview? An informational interview is a meeting in which potential job seekers, it doesn't have to be job seekers, get advice on their careers, the industry, or the corporate culture of a potential workplace. During the discussion, the employed professional is learning about the job seeker and potentially judging their professional potential and fit within their company's culture. These are not job interviews. Informational interviews are not job interviews. They're very, very different. And a better name for them might actually be informational discussions. And so the purpose of doing an informational interview is actually fourfold. The first is to build a new relationship. The second is to make a good impression. The third is to actually learn about the company. And then the fourth is to find additional people to speak with, because many times the person you're going to connect with initially may not be the one to help you, but asking them who they know who you may be able to connect with can be really, really valuable. So in the book here, I share how to identify companies that you may want to work out and build out a list, leveraging LinkedIn and other tools, as well as 6 steps for having a successful informational interview. And so I like to think about networking and informational interviews also from a dating standpoint. If you go out on a date and have an incredible time, you're not going to get down on one knee and ask that person to marry you. Nor should you, the first time you meet someone, ask someone, hey, do you have a job for me? I really need a job. Build that relationship. Go on a couple dates, have a conversation, and then it will lead to something. Another related topic is building a personal board of directors. So when you have these informational interviews, relationships will get built. Some people you'll click with, others you may not. And for those that you click with, it may turn into a mentorship relationship, and you'll want to stay in touch with them over time. I like to think of these mentors, of these individuals, as a personal board of directors, people that we can call on when we're out of work, or the job we're in may not be the right fit, or we're evaluating a new opportunity, or struggling with a relationship that we may have. And some people, by nature of their experience, are better at providing advice for specific situations than other people are. And so something to keep in mind is to think about the people you're meeting when having informational interviews. Is this someone I want to stay in touch with? Is this someone who can continue to help me? And can they be someone who is a part of my board of directors? And of course, please don't invite them to be on your board of directors. It's not that way, but I like to think about it as that. So to recap, networking, first of all, is absolutely critical, especially in a time where many of us are looking for work. Continue to build those relationships. If you have a job that you love, continue to invest in those. Second, as Pitbull said, ask for money, get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. Don't just ask for the job, build the relationship. Informational interviews are a great way to build those relationships. And it doesn't just have to be for job seekers, it can be for anyone. And then finally, think about your network, the relationships that you have as a personal board of directors, people who can continue to help you. And of course, give back. If anyone who is helping you, find out ways that you can help them. I encourage everyone right now to think about somebody who they can help in their career. Find one thing that we can all do to support people. So thank you very much. If you want to subscribe, you can click the link up there. Or if you want to check out the first video, you can check out the link there. And stay tuned for the next one.
Ask for money and get advice. Ask for advice, get money twice. I'm from the dirty, but that Chico nice. Y'all call it a moment.